Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Over the weekend, we had an interesting news breaking out in the United States. There was initial panic, then the panic led to immediate action, some corporate action, Microsoft asking people who are outside the country to rush back. We saw flight tickets prices shoot up, skyrocket. Anand heard somewhere price tickets even went up to 2.5 lakhs heading back to the United States. It was kind of crazy. Then the administration came out and gave some clarification, and people are expecting a bloodbath in the IT stocks today morning. And it kind of dipped a little bit and recovered a little bit. And some of the Indian IT companies are as low as -2%, some are around 1.5%. It's left a lot of thought and pondering on what this whole news about the H1B is and what are the implications of this, not only for the Indian IT sector, even for the American mighty war horses like Amazon, Meta, Apple employ a lot of Indians who are in H1B. Yes, we are the major consumers of the H1B visas, and we are employed quite a lot in tech sector. And I thought we'll unpack this with Anand. What is this news? How should we play it out? As value investors, of course, there's lots of other political angles, emotional angles. But purely in terms of investing, what does this mean and what should we do as long term investors is what I wanted Anand's ideas on. So, Anand, you heard about this H1B. What do you think first? Why did he do this?
See, he is trying to energize his mega base. What he is now made sure is that no IT, low level IT immigrant can get into US.
Correct. So that means a dream of going and becoming an engineer, doing an MCA or something, and then getting into an IT, low paying IT job.
What low paying is about 5,000 to anything less than 400,000 to 200, $300,000 is out. Okay. What he has also made sure is a lot of kids want to go to America, study in America, spend a lot of money, and get a H1B visa. That is also out. So the entire US Tier 2, Tier 3 university town economy is finished. China has been expecting this for a long time and has already started a process 10 years back for returning Chinese. And China has made a lot of technological leaps in
Huge investments.
the last 10 years. Unfortunately, we have not done. And the state has not invested heavily in our case. Okay. And initially, what was thought was it will apply to even renewals. And so, anybody outside America who is willing to come back into America will have to pay this tax. Now, what the US White House has said, this is an annual fee for new applicants.
So it's not even a one-time fee. So it's a recurring
He initially said it's recurring. There's a lot of
confusion. Yeah, exactly.
And Trump, there is going to be a lot of change of mind.
Yes.
So we don't know whether this is the final shape. But there is a $100,000 fee. So anybody making less than $200,000 a month cannot expect a job in America. So minimum Indian getting a job there should be $200,000. It can also affect existing Indians later. Does America have the talent to replace all those workers? The answer is no.
Yeah, it's a huge no.
So what is going to happen? There was about 75,000 Indians going every year. And this is also in medical and other fields.
Nurses, doctors.
Medicines, doctors. Because an average Indian doctor is making about $60,000 to $70,000 to start with. So you're not going to get an American doctor for $60,000 to $70,000. There's going to be a shortage of nurses. H1B started as in 19 as a visa to enable short-term workers. Wherever there was a shortage in labor, the Americans would
Fill it in.
Now they feel, this current Trump and his friends feel, that they have been way too lenient and the Americans are not getting these jobs. Whether enough Americans have the capacity to do those jobs is something completely, I have no idea.
Plus also taking the pay into consideration. Will they be willing to take this pay?
And most, after Google and Facebook, Most of these big developments like WhatsApp has come from Russian and other immigrants.
Yes. Telegram.
Yeah,
WhatsApp. Yeah.
Telegram, WhatsApp. Even there were some foreign migrants who started YouTube, maps. Everything has come from outside.
Yeah. Immigrants who came to American
Immigrants,
shores.
American shores, and who worked on this technology. So you are going to have a situation that my immigrants are not welcome, and how will this affect the American technology industry? The big guys won't bother. What they will do is they will shift the H1B to L1. Now, in the L1, the problem is in H1B, you can leave the company and go to another company.
You're not tied to the company.
Whereas in an L1, you are tied to the company. So the loopholes will be used by these big companies to push these guys into L1. What is really going to get badly affected is there are a lot of small mom and pop stores, people who had 30, 40 companies, 30, 40 employees who send people on H1B. They are finished. A lot of the Indian IT companies been struggling already because there are recession like signals in America.
Yes.
If I take out the AI investment, America is already in recession. So there are a lot of small companies which were sending H1B. Now all that will end. The large Indian companies can manage this by, there will be initial shock. There will be a couple of years of problems. I'm not saying that. Next 2 years will be very bad till they reorganize
The whole
the
situation how is there.
situation and move more to offshoring work. In fact, what will happen in the long term? In short and medium term, there will be a lot of pain, but in long term, more GCCs will come outside and more jobs will be in
India.
India. But that is a very long term,
Yes. We're talking about 10, 15 years.
maybe 5 years.
Okay.
But in the very short term, there is going to be a lot of pain and lot of pressure,
A lot of confusion.
a lot of confusion. So this will affect the IT industry, and it's already the IT index is 4.5% down, and all the major stocks are 2.5% down.
Correct. I have a follow up on this. A lot of our viewers are people who are outside India who are on these kinds of visas or thinking about going on these visas and who are suddenly now jammed up. So, my question is in the short term, you said all this pain is there. Purely in terms of investing and strategizing, how should you look at shoring yourself? If you're a person who's on this visa and you have a spouse and you have children, but not, you are supporting the entire family on this visa, what should be your strategy? If you're not in threat right now, how would you,
If
what would
not
you do if
today,
you're in this position?
if not today, tomorrow you will be under threat.
Correct.
Because I read somewhere he has abolished E1B, E2.
Yeah.
So the
And we saw
path,
what happened in Hyundai.
so yeah, and so the path to do a green card is going to be more difficult. And the Americans themselves do not want immigrants. There is an anti-immigrant mood in America. So it's not like Trump will go out and the next guy will become more pro
Correct.
immigration. So it's you have to make your individual plans. Like I did a video in Tamil along with Vinod, trader Vinod. Most immigrants don't have much savings, and they have already bought a flat and a house here in case they are going to come back. They are caught between the devil and the deep sea, where they are either neither there nor here. It's a very difficult time
To navigate.
to navigate. Extremely tough time. I don't have any advice.
Okay. In net, what Anand is saying is don't take loans. If you are thinking about buying a house or a property, this is not the time. Be it in India, be it in the United States, be it anywhere. Do not take on a leverage which you don't need. If you can avoid a leverage, please avoid it. Second, try and stay as liquid as you can. Don't lock up your cash into things which you cannot afford to. Third would be try and stay in gold as much as you can. That too in physical form of gold, not an electronic form of gold. This would be the three strategies Anand would basically say for the time being, because this will keep your finances nimble and yourself agile. So if you need to move, if you need to run, you are able to move and not worry about what you're going to do when you land in a new country or a new position with a new situation, that you'll be able to at least manage your finances in the short term. That would be Anand's advice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching Be Rich. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please send this video to your friends and relatives and have them take a look. Once again, I thank you for your support for Be Rich.
Thank you.